What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Reddit reading video. I'm sorry I've been gone for like 4 days. Pokemon Sword and Shield came out 4 days ago, and I have logged almost 52 hours within the time period. It's kind of a little much, but I was really excited for that game, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take a little vacation. On the other news, shout out to Eon. We're gonna be reading your story first. Thank you so much for submitting it in r/EntitledParents. If you guys would like to, you can click the link down below and you can go straight to the story and upload it for yourself. On that note, let's get into the story. EA thinks my cousin is required by law to cover her nephew's medical bills for a minor injury that happened outside the daycare my cousin works at. Okay, I'm sorry if I don't detail much. I'm pretty much going off of what my cousin told me and whatever little bit I saw. Also, I think this happened around mid-August this year. Here's some context. My cousin, who I will call C, works at a daycare. It's one of the few daycares in our small town, and all of our members are really nice, so C grew used to this. Like I said, this happened around August. Entitled Aunt, EA, moved to our area a month before her nephews. EA didn't really familiarize herself with the neighbors, but I thought nothing of it. I really don't know why EA was taking care of her nephew exactly, but we only knew she had legal custody of him. She came in with her 4-year-old nephew, In, and told the receptionist that she wanted to bring In to C's daycare. Our receptionist, who legit has the patience of a saint, told her that she can absolutely sign up, and then directed her to head over to me to get the contract and agreements. So she came to sign them. She came over, took the clipboard with the contact, and then she didn't even think for a second to read it, but signed it anyways. Then she filled out the background of the child. Are you the legal guardian of the child? Is there any medicine that we have to administer to the child? Etc. Basic stuff. Usually, we allowed the first day as a trial day. EA comes back after the trial day, and presumably in a worse mood, and directs into the room where the first class was. Without paying, C, who was a worker on shift for watching the kids that day, asked EA if she paid yet for the season. She didn't, and she said to C that she wasn't told to do so for her first session, to which she tells her to go to the receptionist and pay, which she does, but angrily. She drops $10 on the table. Our receptionist points out to the sign saying 34. She then smacks a 20 and a 5 on the table. She doesn't take the change, and then blasts out the door. EA was bringing In for around 2 weeks, and once classes ended, she came somewhat late to pick him up. C usually lets the kids play in the playground across the street while the parents come. In was playing on the platform part of the park. When EA came, In was told it was time to go, so In was trying to get down, and when halfway down, trips and falls into the wood chips. Now, EA was there, so therefore, C was not technically the person liable for any injuries. EA ran to In, and he did have a really big bruise on his wrist, but he wasn't moving it. The EA picked him up and went up to the C, and here's what I heard. I was in the car because I was with C that day, and she drops him off home after work. EA, how dare you let In fall and get hurt? This isn't professional. You probably aren't even licensed. Now In's broke his wrist. C, as stated in your contract, we can't be liable after hours. EA, but you were here, and it was your daycare here. C, we have permission to use the park so the children are occupied when they wait for someone to pick them up. You weren't here, and it's after hours, so we aren't liable. EA, we will see about that, and then stomp to her car. 2 weeks will pass, and we'll get a call from someone we don't recognize. Our receptionist picks up to find someone claiming to be EA's attorney. He was asking for C, and when she picked up, she said it was a lawsuit filed. She was actually trying to sue the company for negligence and medical bills. Let's just say the signed contract backed up the daycare. We don't hear much from them anymore, and there was rumors she moved away. Dang, what an entitled jerk. How about you come pick up your kids on time? How about that one? Don't you just... I just feel so bad for the kids that have to live with moms or guardians that act so entitled like that. Like, what are you teaching your kid? You're trying to teach them to act the same exact way, and they're gonna have a tough time growing up just because you wanted to be a jerkhole while they were a little kid. So that was a story from someone down in the comments. If you guys have any of the stories that you want me to read during these videos, just let me know down in the comments. You can link them down below. I allow links in my comment sections. I'll click on it, read them up, boom, bada bing, bada boom, done. On to another entitled parent story. Eam demands a slushie. So, while I was a senior in high school, I worked in a Kmart for Xmas season. One night, at about 10 p.m., right before closing, a mother and daughter walked in. The daughter looked like she was in pain, and the mother makes a beeline for me. EM, excuse me, can my daughter have a slushie? A bit of context, the Kmart I worked in was one that had a pizza chain in it. When open, served slushies. Me, I'm sorry, I don't work for the pizza chain. I can't get you a slushie. EM, my daughter just had her wisdom teeth pulled, and she needs a slushie to help her with the pain. I knew that I would make her daughter's situation a bit worse by causing a dry socket, plus only pizza chain employees were allowed to turn on the slushie machine or any beverage machine in the section. Me, I can try, but like I said, I'm not authorized to turn on the machine. EM, just try. I proceeded to poop a cup and find a way to turn on the machine. Actually, I was just going through the motions. Me, I'm sorry, I can't find a way to turn on the machine. EM, well, at least you can get her a soda or a water. My daughter's in pain. Me, I told you already that only pizza chain employees can turn the machines on in their area, and they are closed. You are welcome to buy a bottle of water before we close. EM, my daughter is in pain from her surgery and wants a slushie. If you can't get it, I will tell your manager. My manager arrived after seeing this on the camera, wondering why I haven't finished my closing duties. Asked me what's going on. EM, your employee won't give my daughter a slushie. Manager, well, he's not authorized to turn on the machine since only the pizza chain employees can do that, and they are closed at this time. The daughter and EM walk off in a big huff. I felt sorry for the daughter at this time. Some people's parents. Some of these trigger me when I read these. I'm just like, that poor kid. Like, I just want to smack that lady. I'm like, not actually smack that lady. Like, I'm not violent, but you know what I mean. She needs to be slapped by somebody. Jesus, slap her, please. Anyways, that's what she said was totally correct about not slurping through a straw causing dry sockets. I had to get 8 teeth extracted, not because they were like rotten or anything. I didn't have a cavity, but I had to get my 4 wisdom teeth taken out, and then I have really big canine teeth. They look really similar to what a vampire's teeth would look like. They're really sharp and really big. I was just born with them, so they're the size of about 1.5 of a tooth. So they had to take out the 4 teeth behind my top and bottom canine teeth. So I had to get 8 teeth extracted all at once. They actually had to put me into like they had to put me to sleep because they had to like drill underneath my bone under one side of my jaw to get my wisdom tooth out. But yeah, this is the reason I have braces now. But long story short, at the end they told me not to slurp anything to a straw, not to like, if you smoke, you don't want to smoke any cigarettes because any of that slurping motion could cause a dry socket. So hopefully this girl didn't go home and slurp a slushie and smoke a cigarette at the same time. I've heard it's not worth it. Just do not do it. If you're a smoker, I promise you that little bit of waiting is going to be a lot easier than if you have a dry socket. But back to that story. This is the thing that I can't stand about people is like, why can't you understand like people can't just do things just because you say so? That's like going into McDonald's and being like, I don't care, get me a Whopper now. Like, lady, what? What are you talking about? Like, what do you expect me to do really? Some people have just always gotten their way by throwing a fit, and they think that throwing a fit can just get them anything. And that's how an entitled parent is born. I think that most entitled parents came from other parents that either let them be entitled as a kid or they got to watch their parents be entitled and learn that. Monkey see, monkey do. And yes, your kid's a little monkey, you entitled parent. No, I'm just kidding. The kid didn't do anything wrong. They were probably high on whatever they give you. I can't even remember what I took. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's probably short. I haven't even been recording that long. If you guys have any suggestions and subs that you want me to cover, just let me know down below. I have a Patreon down below. You can just look at it if you want to. Just look at it. I'm still just happy it got accepted. If you guys want to submit a story just like the person in the first story did, just like I said, link your story down in the comments. I'll click it. I'll read it. Doesn't matter if it has -5 million upvotes. I'll read it because thank you for the suggestion. I love when you guys interact and I love when you guys comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Wait, subscribe the video? What the freak are you talking about, Reddit readings? You idiot or something? Thank you guys so much for watching and goodbye, my lovelies.